The rain that night did not fall gently. It crashed against the streets of Seoul like it was trying to wash the city clean. Neon lights flickered across wet roads, taxis sped past in blurs, and thunder rolled across the sky like distant explosions. At the edge of the city stood a mansion that didn't belong to ordinary people. High black gates. Armed guards. Silence that felt dangerous. This was the home of Kang Min-Jae, a man whose name alone could end lives without him lifting a finger. And right outside those gates stood two people who didn't belong there. Sonia Harris adjusted her grip on her daughter's hand as the cold rain soaked through her clothes. Her lips trembled, not just from the weather, but from exhaustion. America had chewed her up and spit her out. Debt. Loss. Fear. And secrets she had carried across an ocean. Korea was never part of the plan, it was just the only place left. "Mama. I'm cold," Ari whispered, her small voice barely audible over the rain. Sonia knelt quickly, brushing wet curls away from her daughter's face. "I know, baby, just a little longer, okay," she said softly, forcing a smile she didn't feel. Ari nodded, trusting her completely. That trust made Sonia's chest ache. She turned toward the guards again. "Please," she said, her voice cracking. "I just need work. I can clean, cook, anything. I won't cause trouble." The guards looked at her, then at each other. Foreigners. Desperate. Suspicious. One of them stepped forward. "This is not a place for charity. Leave." Sonia's heart sank. She had expected this. But she had nowhere else to go. Nowhere. Then a voice cut through the rain. "Why is there noise at my gate?" Every guard straightened instantly. Sonia slowly looked up. And for the first time, she saw him. Kang Min-Jae stood on the balcony above, dressed in black, one hand resting casually in his pocket. Even from a distance, his presence felt suffocating. Sharp eyes. Cold expression. The kind of man who didn't hesitate. Didn't forgive. Didn't care. His gaze moved from Sonia to the child. Ari stared right back at him. No fear. No hesitation. Just curiosity. As if she were looking at a normal man, not a monster whispered about in fear. That moment stretched. Something unfamiliar stirred in Min-Jae's chest. A feeling he didn't recognize. Didn't like. Didn't understand. "Let them in." The guards froze. "Sir," one asked carefully. Min-Jae didn't look away from the child. "I won't repeat myself." The gates slowly opened. That was the moment everything changed. Inside, the mansion felt like another world. Marble floors stretched endlessly beneath their feet. Crystal chandeliers glowed above. The air smelled clean, expensive, controlled. Sonia felt out of place immediately. Her worn shoes echoed too loudly. Her soaked clothes clung awkwardly to her body. She kept her head down. "Follow me," one of the staff said coldly. She was given a small room near the back of the mansion. Simple. Clean. Temporary. "You work. You stay," the head maid told her. "You fail, you leave." Sonia bowed slightly. "Thank you." It wasn't kindness. It was a transaction. But it was enough. From the next morning, Sonia worked like her life depended on it. Because it did. She woke before sunrise. Cleaned every surface until it shined. Washed dishes until her fingers wrinkled. Scrubbed floors until her knees ached. She spoke little. Made no mistakes. Drew no attention. But Ari was impossible to control. The mansion, to her, wasn't intimidating. It was fascinating. Big. Quiet. Mysterious. She wandered through hallways, peeking into rooms, touching things she shouldn't. The staff tried to stop her. "Don't go there. Stay in your room." Be quiet. But Ari didn't understand fear the way adults did. One afternoon, she opened the wrong door. The study. The air inside felt different. Heavy. Still. Important. Behind a large desk sat Kang Min-Jae. He didn't look up immediately. Who allowed you in here? His voice came, low and controlled. Ari stepped in anyway. My name is Ari, she said. Silence. Then he looked up. Their eyes met again. You should not be here, he said. You look lonely, she replied. That caught him off guard. What? You don't smile, she added, walking closer. And your house is too quiet. No one had ever spoken to Kang Min-Jae like that. Leave, he said. But his voice lacked its usual edge. Ari tilted her head. Okay, but you should make your house happier. She turned and walked out like nothing happened. Min-Jae didn't move. Didn't speak. Didn't call security. He just sat there. Thinking. For the first time in years. Someone had seen him. Not the boss. Not the danger. Not the power. Just him. And it unsettled him more than any enemy ever had. Something began to change after that day. Not loudly. Not obviously. But steadily. Min-Jae started noticing things. Small things. Things he had ignored his entire life. Like the way Ari hesitated before eating, as if she was used to not having enough. The way she carefully folded her clothes, even when they were old. The way she smiled, even when she was tired. One morning, during breakfast, he noticed she wasn't eating much. Why aren't you eating? He asked suddenly. The entire table froze. Ari looked up. I'm saving it. For what? In case there's no food later. Silence. Heavy. Uncomfortable. That same day, the kitchen was ordered to prepare fresh meals daily. For everyone. No exceptions. Another time, he saw her sitting alone outside, watching other children pass by in school uniforms. Do you want to go to school? He asked. She nodded slowly. Yes. The next week. She was enrolled in one of the best schools in Seoul. The staff whispered more now. This isn't normal. He's never done this for anyone. Not even his closest men. Sonia saw everything. And fear grew inside her. Because she knew the truth. A truth that would change everything. Late at night, when everyone slept, she took out an old photograph. Her hands trembled. There stood a younger Min-Jae. Beside him, a black American woman with a bright smile. Ari's mother. I didn't know how to tell you, Sonia whispered, tears falling. You disappeared, and everything fell apart. Meanwhile, Min-Jae's enemies were watching. Waiting. Planning. Boss has a weakness now. A child. A foreign one. Perfect target. They didn't understand one thing. Min-Jae didn't fear enemies. But losing something. That was new. The attack came without warning. Gunshots shattered the night. Glass exploded. Men screamed. Min-Jae moved like death itself. Precise. Fast. Unstoppable. But his focus wasn't on the enemies. It was on one thing. Ari. He grabbed one of his men. Where is she? I don't know. That was enough. Fear hit him instantly. He ran. Through hallways. Through smoke. Through chaos. Ari, he shouted. No answer. Again. Ari. Then. A small voice. I'm here. He found her under a staircase. Curled up. Shaking. Terrified. He dropped to his knees instantly. You're safe. She looked at him, tears falling. I thought you were going to leave me too. His voice softened. Too? Like my dad? Everything stopped. Sonia ran in. Panic in her eyes. Ari, stop. Too late. Min-Jae stood slowly. His voice dropped. Explain. Sonia broke. I never meant for this to happen. Say it. She cried. Years ago, in America, you loved someone. Memories flooded back. Her laugh. Her voice. Her warmth. She was Ari's mother, Sonia whispered. She died, and left her behind. Min-Jae's heart pounded. No? Sonia nodded. Tears falling endlessly. Ari is your daughter. Silence. Complete. Unbreakable. Min-Jae looked at Ari again. And finally. He saw it. Not just a child. Not just a stranger. His blood. His family. The next morning, the entire mansion gathered. Min-Jae stood tall, holding Ari's hand. This child. He paused. Is my daughter. Shock spread instantly. But he didn't care. Because for the first time in his life, he had something real. That night, for the first time, the mansion didn't feel cold. And the truth that shocked everyone? The most feared mafia boss in Korea was never heartless. He was just waiting for his daughter to find him.